Hey, welcome back. Happy holidays. This is EC's EDC, and today we're taking a look at the Aer City Pack Pro, which is a 24-liter backpack. Aer does offer a smaller version, the City Pack. This one is just built out to be a little bit deeper, a little bit bigger overall, but very similar in features and organization. So this bag is offered in a few material options. Aer does provide a Ultra version, which is newer, and they've had an X-Pack version for a long time, but we're taking a look at the Cordura version. Now this is a 1680D ballistic nylon, which Aer uses across all of their products. It's that beefy, chunky, sort of thick, robust material that you've come to love if you have used Aer products. And it's my preference to the other materials. It's simple, it's easy, it gets the job done. Not too fancy. It's a little heavier, but not a big deal. So I've used this for commuting. That is it. I haven't traveled with this. I've used this just bringing my stuff to work, coming home, maybe a couple day-to-day errands or things in the weekend. But this bag has been, for me, my work bag. And I wanted to share my experiences with you guys. So to start, let's take a look at some of the exterior dimensions and sizing. So to start, this backpack has dimensions of 18 inches tall, 12 inches wide, and 7.5 inches deep. That translates to 46 by 30.5 by 19 centimeters. And it does come in at 2.6 pounds. This is $209 for the Cordura version on Aer's website as of filming. Obviously, weight and price will differ for X-Pack as well as Ultra, so keep those things in mind. But again, this is sort of that base Cordura version that will be the cheapest price point. So if we start the front of the bag, we'll be able to see here that we get that signature horizontal zipper that you're going to see across many Aer products. This is a number 8 YKK PU AquaGuard zipper, and it does have a bit of dimensional space, but as we'll see when we get into the bag, this kind of fights for space with the pocket on the inside of this panel. We do have, actually we don't have any zipper pulls or zipper sort of counter pulls down here at the bottom of the bag. I do find that I want that, especially with having this, and you do become used to using that. There's also a small little Hypalon zipper garage right here. Another thing to note on airbags in general is the dangly zipper pulls. Not a huge deal. They are easily removable, but something to consider because they do make a bit of chatter. Now, coming up towards the top of the bag, we can see there's a pocket here, which we will open right up into. This is our admin panel, and inside here, it has its own space, which is great. You can get quite a few items of size in here. There is one small sort of stretchy pocket sized to fit a passport or a notebook. There's also a zipper pocket here that is quite sizable, great for flat items. No pen slot. This does not have its own sort of zipper. This is just a little mesh area that divides what's in there, but it's not really see-through. So this is a larger space, and this is a pretty denser little accessory pouch, and it fits in there great. Glasses cases fit in there as well. I'm also able to fit my large over-the-head earphones in here by Sony. They fit in there really well. So we'll take a look at some of those things as we get into the bag. At the top of the bag, you get that signature Aer handle, which you'll find across many of their products. It's very padded, very comfortable, great to use. In fact, overly built, making it enjoyable, right? It's not a thin thing. You can hold the bag in your hand for quite a while, and it feels great. There's a quick access pocket up here with a locking zipper, which is a nice touch. Inside here has a very soft and padded material, fleece lined as well, great for some of your more delicate items, cell phones, glasses, things that you'd want to protect. Great spot for that. This also has a small little Hypalon zipper garage. Now on the side of the bag, we see the one bottle pocket. This bottle pocket is Cordura, like the rest of the bag, but there is an elastic piece of webbing here that expands to allow the bag to accommodate, bottles of different sizes, and compresses down when not in use. It's also gusseted here, so you do get that expansion. Now, the water bottle pocket will fit a variety of things. This is a 24-liter Zojirushi bottle, fits in there great. It's pretty secure. If it's also empty right now, so if I put this upside down, it doesn't come out. If it were full, it would probably fall out. One thing Aer does that is nice, they provide you a D-ring, which you can use to attach a carabiner to, and then you can from there lash that carabiner to your bottle, find a way to sort of secure that a little bit better. Now, this is an Owala 32-ounce bottle. This fits, but it is tight. And it's worth noting that if you're using a bottle of this size, this is 32 ounces, you're pretty much stressing this elastic band to the maximum. So long-term use, perhaps this will become a little bit less tight. It'll begin to wear out, but I don't carry this with me all the time, so I can't speak to that, but something to keep in mind. And lastly, classic Nalgene 1-liter bottle. This does not fit. So that does not fit in the pocket at all. You're not going to get this in there. So if you do carry that, it's going to have to go inside the bag. Flipping over to the other side, we have another little quick access pocket. Now this comes with an integrated key leash with a little spring-loaded clasp to allow you to slip your keys or other items on here. And for what it's worth, it is not removable. It is stationary. So that is what goes in there. Now I'm also able to fit in a cell phone, my wallet, and the keys into this little spot comfortably. It does have a nice amount of dimension, but when you do use that pocket, it does kind of bulge into the inside of the bag, and we'll look at that when we get inside. This is also perhaps your security pocket. And the reason I say that is the zipper can be hidden behind the two sort of pleats of fabric, making it a little bit more incognito. So, if you're gonna put your cell phone in there, you could feel okay. Little tough to get to, but maybe not the most secure. It is still on the external side of the bag. And looking at the harness system, this will look very familiar. Most airbags are going to have this same foam, very plush, very breathable, very comfortable. Inside here you have a recessed channel with a luggage pass-through for your roller luggage handle. Love that this is on this bag. I think it's a great feature, and more bags should offer that. On the front of the straps, we get a little bit of branding, another D-loop. It does come with the sternum strap, which is integrated with a Fidlock magnetic clasp. Easy to remove, easy to use. I will say they do find themselves connecting sometimes when I'm not using the bag, which could be a negative. And there's also strap management included with these little elastic keepers. So that is your harness system. Very comfortable, very breathable. I do think Aer makes some of the more comfortable bags on the market. And it's, you know, it's a very robust system. So that is the external layout and feature set of this bag. And the last thing we're going to look at before we dive into the main compartment is the laptop and tech storage. So here in the back of the bag, you have a dedicated zipper where there is a ton of padding. You get a suspended laptop compartment, and this is sized to fit a 16-inch, maybe larger machine. This is my Apple 16-inch MacBook Pro. You can see here I do still have a little bit of space to go larger. You know, you'd be pushing the limits, but it does fit great. And in front of that, there is a little, so that's a sleeve. It's very similar to what we'll see inside the bag, but this elastic top area where you can, you know, put in a notebook. I keep my iPad in there, and you do have a little bit of space for maybe some, you know, documents to go in front of that. So tech is very secure. It's behind this number 8 YKK AquaGuard zipper as well, so great for protecting your equipment. And you know, it's suspended, so that stuff's going to stay safe. Now, diving into the inside of the bag, this is a clamshell bag, so it's going to open all the way down, and you're going to get this thing to open right on up. So it is a bit of a bucket, and inside I've got a few things: my headphones, my tech pouch, small hygiene kit, and now we are able to see inside this main compartment. This is that same sleeve I was just trying to demonstrate exists inside the laptop area. This is what I keep my iPad in, and you know, this is great for your notebook. You can sort of segment some items in here. It's got a bit of dimension on its own. You can see how the fabric is set to fold over and lay flat when you're not using it, but it does have a little bit of space. Now, this is your quick access pocket, and underneath it, you can see Aer has provided a slot for you to put in a tracker, you know, an Aer tag, perhaps a tile chip for you to keep an eye on your bag if you are traveling and perhaps separated. Now, this is rated at 24 liters. I would say that it's pretty true. This main compartment, probably closer to like 20-ish, maybe a little less than that. And we'll see that in a few minutes. You know, there is dimension in some of these other pockets, which accounts for the rest of the space. All right, so flipping the bag around, we're going to take a look at the inside of the panel. You get one zipper pocket down below, and this has a little bit of space, but as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the space here competes for the space here. So you can only really use one of the pockets if you've got a larger, bulkier item. You know, this pouch has a bit of dimension. I can't really use both too easily. Now, my headphones, they fit in here great. And in fact, I like to keep them there so they're easy to use when I'm commuting and, you know, want to get to them without opening the bag. But when I have those in here, this pocket, you know, it becomes less usable for items that have dimension. If you have a smaller, flatter item, that's going to still fit in here, but it's worth mentioning they compete for space. Above this pocket, you do get a stretchy mesh pocket that is not really see-through, and I just keep a small sort of travel wallet with some extra cards and a little bit of cash in here. But it's nice that you get some additional organization inside the bag. Now, some of you folks might be thinking, well, you know, I want to try to get a bag that's going to do well for work, commuting, but I also want to use it for travel. And that makes a lot of sense, right? Get the most out of your money. So I've got a couple packing cubes here, and in fact, we'll just empty that. This is the Peak Design Medium Cube, and this is how it fits inside the bag. It fits really well right up to where the zipper line is, so it's quite a perfect fit. And you still get a bit of space here at the top. So if you had a tech pouch, if you needed a DOP kit, you know, you still have room for a couple other items. And if this medium pouch, you know, is more than you would carry, if you were thinking you're a bit more minimalist, this is the smaller version of the Peak Design packing cube, and it takes roughly half the space of the internal bucket here. So plenty of room for packing cubes, plus a couple other items. And, you know, just to zip this up and show you, see? Great example. These zipper pulls often get stuck inside the bag. Yeah, they're kind of annoying. But packing cubes fit great inside these bags, giving you, you know, some additional functionality and utility from just an everyday backpack. So overall, pros, I love Aer's comfort. The carry handle to the straps to the back panel, they make very comfortable bags, and the City Pack Pro is no exception. I do like there are two quick access pockets. You've got your top one, but you also have the one here on the side. And being able to sling this for your keys, maybe your AirPods, phone, wallet, going through TSA, you've got two options, and I think it's really nice. Let's see, dedicated tech storage. You do get a little bit of extra space. The bag becomes deeper when you integrate a specific place for your laptop, but seeing that it has a PU or AquaGuard zipper, you're getting a suspended system, it's very padded. I think that's a price to pay to know your stuff's protected. As for, you know, maybe some of the negatives, you've got all the jangling happening with the zipper pulls. They are a little loud. Not everybody's cup of tea, but they're removable. So if that's something that concerns you, you know, you can put on something your own and make it a little bit more silent. The bottle pocket, I think, is a weak point on the bag. The single elastic strap will wear out over time. I also feel that it doesn't do a great job of retaining bottles when they have the weight of water inside them. The bottle can easily slide out if it's not a bigger bottle that is, you know, inherently more secure inside the smaller space. And the last thing I will mention is, you know, the overall shape. It's Aer's signature shape. It's what they've designed, it's what they're known for. But this City Pack Pro, you know, it is a little boxy. It's a little deep. It feels a little deep on your back. Not too bad, it's not cumbersome, but it is a little deeper. And it's worth mentioning, this is not a slim backpack. So if you're looking for a slim, check out the City Pack. It's gonna be much thinner. And additionally, this area here, inside and outside the bag, they fight for space. So it's unfortunate they don't have their own dedicated volume, but you kind of have to pick and choose how you pack it out. And that's not the end of the world either, but it's worth mentioning. Now overall, this is a fantastic bag, pretty good price point, $209, and I think it's a great bag for everyday carry. I think it's gonna be great for multi-use, including travel, and it's great for protecting your tech, especially with this little dedicated laptop area. So I'm a big fan. I've had Aer bags. They were some of the first bags I bought years ago. I think they're very comfortable, and I've had a great experience with them. So I hope this helps you choose a bag that you are considering. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, take care, happy holidays, and I'll catch you later.